welcome back to another video starring me, the main character, as always. Your boy Ollie. What's good, people? Yo, it's been a crazy week, crazy weekend of football. We move on to midweek fixtures. Tuesday, 12th of December 2017. Christmas time's coming. The weeks get quicker, faster. Football keeps coming thick and fast. Do you know what I mean? So let's move on to which the video is Well, it's kind of not a weekly weekend prediction, but it's actually a weekly prediction because we're actually playing in the week this time. Moving on to the first game, starting with Burnley Stoke. Burnley Stoke, I think it's a tricky one, really. For many reasons. For reason being, Stoke got absolutely battered 5-1 by the scumbags. Well, not all of them, but most of them. By Tottenham. And they never, they looked really, really good. They looked like they were back to some sort of form. So that's kind of frightening, being as they're only, I think, about a point behind us or something like that. Reason why I'm just like this, I'm about to go out. Get back to the video. Scoreline, I think scoreline-wise for that specific game is tricky because they're both real teams that go up and down. Without sounding too kind of, harsh on both of the teams. Obviously, both of the sets of fans, the fan bases, Burnley and Stoke fans, what's good? Hit me up in the comments. Do you know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts on the game. My thoughts, predictions-wise, I'm going to go with Burnley to win 2-0. Moving on to the next one. There's only 3 games on Tuesday, so second of those 3 games is Crystal Palace against Watford. Again, similar circumstances to the first game, really, because they're both... the form can fluctuate, it can go up and they could play absolutely amazing, but then it could go down and it's obviously not very good. And both teams are just really kind of a bit hit and miss, shall we say. But even though Watford are having an amazing season, so with that being said, I've definitely got to side with Watford on this one. Away win, I see an away win coming courtesy of the scoreline 2-1. Moving on to the game that's actually televised on Tuesday. It's televised today, actually, as you would be seeing this video. It's going to be going out within the hour, I hope. Huddersfield against Chelsea. So I think keep this one short and sweet. I think Huddersfield and Chelsea are both playing really well. So with that being said, scoreline will kind of dictate that. Scoreline will be 2-2 because of various sort of factors. Chelsea not having Morata will be a big miss for them. And Huddersfield, they're a good side. So, obviously, like I say, all sets of fans, hit me up in the section below with your thoughts on all the games this week. And stay tuned for what will be week 18, the weekend. There'll be a couple of videos basically regarding that coming out later on in the week, so stay tuned for those. There'll be a matchday vlog of Arsenal's game against Newcastle because I'll be at the game. Getting back to this video, 2-2 regarding Huddersfield and Chelsea. Moving on to Wednesday's fixtures. So we have the first of those Wednesday's fixtures being Newcastle and Everton. I think both teams could do with a win, comfortable. I mean, Everton, they got their first win in the Europa League, which, obviously, shout outs to those guys. Obviously, shout out to them and, shout out to their fans, obviously. And they drew against Liverpool. I don't think they deserved the draw against Liverpool. I think many of them would probably agree that they didn't deserve it. But as we all know in football, you take results where you can get them because the end of the day, it's a hard game and it's a harsh reality that sometimes you play extremely well and you come out with the game with nothing. So that being said, about the two. I mean, Newcastle, they've not been hitting amazing, or haven't been playing amazing of recently since they've come back up this year, or say this year, last year, obviously. I think might surprise a few, but I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. From my opinion, obviously, both teams are pretty boring. If I do say myself, sorry to disappoint the sets of fans, the sets of their respective fans, the club's respective fans, but yeah, they are pretty boring. Moving on to a much more entertaining and exciting game, which I wish was televised, but I'm also happy because Arsenal are televised anyway. We'll get to the Arsenal sort of rundown in a minute. Southampton against Leicester. Southampton against Leicester, I think it's could go either way. I actually genuinely think it could go either way. I don't think they're. I don't know. It's weird because I think it could go either way, but I'm going to side with Leicester to win 2-1. I think they've just got too much going forward. I think they're generally, basically, the players that won them the league are started to find form again, and I just basically see that being really, obviously holding them in good stead moving forward. But so 2-1 Leicester away win. In the title, you'll see that I put, will anyone stop City? Because obviously Man United, they fucked it up. Couldn't stop them, could they? I mean, we couldn't. I don't think there's a team in the Premier League that can stop them. I would be so shocked and surprised if City don't win the league. I don't think it would be the most shocking thing to ever happen in football if City don't win the league this year. Honestly, I'm not saying that to put pressure on them. I'm just saying that because they are playing so well. They're playing as well as, if not better than, the Invincibles, and that's me saying it as an Arsenal fan. Come at me, obviously, if you guys disagree. Leave it in the section below, of course, because do you know what I mean? It's hard for me to say that because we were so good, and we were. I don't. It's just basically we were just proper. We were a proper side back then, and they've got that pedigree of building that sort of blueprint. So scoreline wise, I think it could be 3-4, maybe 5-0 to City. I'm going to go with 5, a casual 5, because they have been scoring goals recently, and they've been scoring goals in the droves. So they've been banging them in for fun. So yeah, 5-0 City away win. Liverpool West Brom. Because we're playing West Ham. Fuck. Yeah. Same sort of situation. Liverpool, obviously they drew against Everton, Merseyside derby. Obviously didn't do enough to win the game, but also didn't do enough to lose it. Hence the reason why it was a draw. I think it's weird because they are playing really well. But not well enough to get where they want to be this year. They haven't brought in. I don't think they've brought in the players that they needed to bring in. Chamberlain was not a player that they needed to bring in, knowing that they were going to bring in Salah. So it's kind of you shot yourself in the foot there. I know. All right, before Liverpool fans start hating on me, I know it's kind of strength in numbers. The whole sort of situation, having numerous options in the squad is a good thing. Strength in depth is key to obviously long season. But I think scoreline wise in this game, I'm going to go with a 3-2 to 3-2 to Liverpool. 3-2 Liverpool. I don't think West Brom will have enough to beat them, but I think they'll give them a good game. Let's put it that way. I honestly think that's the score. Moving on to the next one, Manchester United playing at home yet again. I don't know actually how they don't know how they do it. They seem to always be at home, but obviously the second home game in succession. Keeping this one real short because I do really respect Bournemouth as a football side. Don't really respect Man United as a football side because I actually just find them really, really boring. end of. I see it being a 1-1. I know it's going to be a little bit controversial. Not all, or not everyone's going to kind of agree with me on that one, and I know that. So, with that being said, yeah, I'm going to go with 1-1. Spurs Brighton is another difficult one because they're both attacking sides. They both love to play counter-attacking football, basically. That being said, I think it has all the makings of a great game. I think both teams are quite for a better word, quite capable of doing each other over. So I think that scoreline wise, it's definitely harder for this one, really, than most, because I think it's because of the two teams are just so good. I think the scoreline I am going to go with is controversial again, and I think it's going to be a 3-2 Brighton win. It might. I know that you might guys, obviously respective sort of fans, will probably think, oh, you're only saying Brighton are going to win because you're playing Spurs, this and that. But I actually do think Brighton have got what it takes to turn you guys over, mate. So if you disagree, obviously leave it in the comments, and we'll get a debate going, and obviously sort of leave all your suggestions and thoughts on the game respectively in the comments section below, and obviously I'll write back to you as many as I can, because you guys are the ones that make this all happen. And yeah, so but first, basically last and by no means least, the game that's televised on BT Sport. We've got West Ham against Arsenal. As you see, there'll be a link to description to another video, which will be my preview of that game, a separate video for it. As you guys know by now, the kind of layout, obviously, of my videos. Getting into the preview of this kind of, a mini preview of this game, just like give you a mini thoughts of what I kind of said, and not too much, because you go show that video love, and as well, and obviously show this video love as well. We'll be going out later on today, probably in about 15 or so minutes time. 5 past 4. That'll be going out about 20 past 4, something like that. Into sort of mini thoughts of this game. I'm not looking forward to it, as you'll see me in the preview of the game. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm kind of apprehensive because it's an away game again. We can't always go into games thinking, oh, it's an away game, so we're not going to win. But it is until Arsenal put that performance in away from home and show the fans that they can give it all they've got. Basically, give it 110% like they do at home. All right, the last home game wasn't the greatest, but it still wasn't the worst. So we've been shit away. We are running out of paper to fill them cracks, because it's getting to the nitty gritty, and it's getting to the point where I don't think it's no longer Wenger's fault. I think the players are just not good enough. The players that he's picking are not good enough. So, but with that being said, keeping this short and sweet, it will be, I think, an Arsenal 2, West Ham 1. I think Arsenal will score 2, West Ham will get 1, and I think we'll take the 3 points. Let me know, every fan base, every lot of fans, whoever watch, obviously, all you beautiful people, whoever you support, and leave it all in the comments. Obviously, I hope you guys like the video, enjoy it. If you didn't, let me know why in the comments also. And yeah, subscribe if you're new around here. Hit that like button and hit the notification bell to become part of my notification family, so you don't forget to hashtag notification squad. Yeah, with that being said, I'm out of here. It's been your boy. It's been a pleasure. And as always, subscribe, like, comment, share with your nan, your granddad, your uncle, your aunt. It's Christmas time. Everyone, share these videos around, and obviously, Continue the support for your boy. Love you all. Have a great Christmas. Obviously, there'll be videos before that and after that and throughout Christmas. So, yeah, stay tuned for all that. Hello at your boy. Oh, I just heard, no, basically, I heard someone say that before. Yeah.